Hey everyone, just so you know, the following video is a clip from a show I actually do on AFTV. The full link for the video is in the description below. Thank you for your continued support, really appreciate it.
I want to break down this game of chess. I think that is very much my overriding topic for this video. And we've got the Martinelli goal. The Martinelli goal. But let's just hold that for a sec. I'm going to go over to these boards, which I'm going to pull up in a sec. Now, first thing I want to do, I want to talk you through a graphic I'm going to pop up on screen. The first 12 minutes of the game. Arsenal had 31 completed passes to City 69. They had 2 big chances, we had 0, and we picked up a yellow card for Jorginho. Now, crucially in this game, and actually I'm just going to open this back up. I think what we saw in this was, we saw the usual attacking shape from Arsenal is high and wide wingers, the box-to-box, which was Xhaka last season, coming forward. You've seen all a million times, I always tell you. And Zinchenko would come inside and boom, you've got your back three and build up. Now, it's hard to know because 12 minutes of football is such a small amount of time, especially when you barely got the ball because City have started so well. It's such a small amount of time to judge what the plan really was and where they tweaked too much. But I have a feeling that the minute Jorginho picked up this yellow card and Arteta recognised we were being overrun, we saw this tweak. Zinchenko started to come out wide, Rice slotted in closer to Jorginho and build up, and Trossard was starting to pick up the ball in those kind of pockets. Yeah. And actually you saw a lovely switch pass to Jesus, and he was starting to get into those areas to try and support a little bit more. I thought that was clever from Arsenal, because I think they realised that if they were to lose the ball in transition, Rice and Jorginho's starting positions are brilliantly. Jorginho doesn't have to overcommit early because he's got Rice next to him, and that is a really nice structure if you lose the ball to have your 3 and your 2 there. Now, a little bit of evidence to try and support what I'm trying to show you here. Sorry, let me just open this back up and go to these boards here. We've got Zinchenko. These are his passes. Look, it's 4 attempted passes in the first 12 minutes. It's very hard to know, but you've got 2 central, you've got 2 out wide. I just wonder whether the fact that it's kind of 50-50 tells you maybe he was looking to come inside a little bit. But what you got, and this supports my point a little bit better, from the, I want to get it right, from the 13th minute to half time, here you are, much more on the left. I mean, you've got 3 passes in those inverted spaces, but every other attempted pass is out on that left side. So clearly something Arsenal attempted there. Then I want to go to, I mentioned Rice coming close to Jorginho. Let me show you this graphic. Yeah, that's where I want to go next. Let me show you this graphic. From minute 13 to half time, things then started to balance out. No big chances for either team in that time, but 147 completed passes for Arsenal to Man City's 157. Not as overwhelmingly in City's favour as it was before. 0 yellow cards to their 2. They picked up 2 yellows. We know it should have been a red for Kovacic twice, by the way. And we had 3 shots there once. And the momentum swung. And that little tweak from Arteta in game, make sure Rice was close to Jorginho, was his first chess move. That was his first, I think, big ploy to kind of mix up when he felt the first 12 minutes were going against us, and we know Ake should have scored and Rice clears off the line and all that. Then the Martinelli sub, which we have illustrated. We showed Martinelli came on for Trossard. And now from half time to minute 60, I'll show you these numbers. Arsenal completed 74 passes to City's 64, 14 attacking third passes to their 10, and then we had 2 shots to their 1. Suddenly, you're looking at it, and Arsenal have started really well in these 15 minutes. Martinelli's come on at half time, had the desired effect, and after weathering the first 12 minutes, and then making us up at half time, Arsenal well and truly got control of this match. But Pep Guardiola is also a genius. He makes his move. We see Alvarez come off, we see Lewis come off, and we see Kovacic come off. His move is to bring on Doku. He comes out on the right, has no luck against Zinchenko. Fair play to Zinni, who did his thing. Nunes comes on, and then I believe Bernardo Silva moves out slightly, and we see Stones come on in the number 6. Now, what impact did this have for Man City? It swung the momentum again. Here's some stats. Minute 61 to 74. 50 completed passes for Arsenal to Man City's 83. Suddenly they've got more of the ball again. 10 attacking third passes to their 20. Far more for them. They've got control. Arsenal had 3 shots in that spell. But what I'm going to do is show you. Thank you all for bearing with me. It's a long process I'm taking through. But I'm going to show you the shots we had. nothing to shout home about. Nothing, none on target. Nothing, not causing Edison any problems. City have got control at that point. But then what happens? We are going to go back to this board here. Tomiyasu, Havertz, Partey all come on. They come on for, I can't remember, but Havertz goes up top. Tomiyasu goes left back.
Tomiyasu comes on for Zini, Havertz comes on for
it.
Nketiah, and Partey comes on for Jorginho.
That's right. Thank you very much. And then the final 15 or 20 minute stats: 97 passes completed for Arsenal to City 63, 42 attacking third passes for Arsenal to City 8. That is a massive difference, and a shot which leads to the goal, which we'll break down in a sec. But I just think the breakdown of the stats from all those clusters of minutes just tells you how each manager made certain changes that swung the game in their favour, and then they had to do something to react and bring it back. And I thought it was tactically fascinating, Graham.
It was, and I think that I'm looking at that Arsenal finishing 11, and I actually think that looks stronger than the team we actually started with.
Completely agree.
Havertz has taken a lot of criticism, but I think playing in this position where he's a target man, and we saw it in the Community Shield how good he was against City on that day. I thought he was very influential when he came on, not just for his assist, but I thought that he was giving problems to their centre halves. We were able to go long more, and Partey's brilliant at that. That was an absolutely brilliant ball we played up. God knows what Tomiyasu's doing up here.
I know. And he did it a few times as well.
Yeah, but he gets up there and gets the nod down. But I think the
target man Tomiyasu.
Yeah, and then to Martinelli. And if you don't buy a ticket, you don't win the lottery. And we've been accused in the past of not shooting enough. He takes the shot. He gets the luck off Ake, admittedly. But, I think it deserved the fact that we were pressing. And I think the changes did work. And I thought, overall, the team shape in that last 20 minutes was right.
I agree. Let's break down the goal. So Thomas Partey picks up this area. And he is, in my opinion, and we are going to give Declan Rice all the credit in the world, I still believe our best passing six, progressive six, the one who gets us playing, I still believe in that squad is Thomas Partey.
Yeah.
More so than Jorginho, more so than Rice. And by the way, there is no better set of sixes in world football in one squad, in my opinion, than Partey, Rice and Jorginho. But Partey plays this ball, and it's an inspired run from Tomiyasu, who nods it into Havertz. He does really well to look after it and rolls it in to Martinelli, and then there's just that deflected effort off Ake. But this run that we see made by Tomiyasu into this space here, he did it a few times. So it was clearly a plan, and it draws Walker inside, and then Martinelli's got the space for the shot. Fair play to Havertz, he did well in that goal as well.
He did, and I thought he had when he came on, I thought he had a really good, strong finish to the game. And I thought he offered us a different dynamic to Eddie. I thought Eddie didn't really have a great performance in the game, if I'm honest. And I would have started Havertz in this game. I said when I was discussing it with my friends pre-game, I would have started with Havertz, but obviously Mikel went with Eddie. But I thought Havertz, in both games against Man City, has been influential. He was influential in the Community Shield. Hasn't lost a game against Man City.
No.
And of course he scored against them in the Champions League final. But I thought Arteta's tweaks in this game, as you said, responding to what Pep did, won us the game.